Hi, thank you for joining CrossFit Gamma and enrolling in the G-HiiT class. This is a tutorial to show you how to use the box command application for G-HiiT. The first thing is, at this point you should have already enrolled online, you should have completed your payment authorization form, and you should have received an email, a welcoming email, which got you to this tutorial. If that's the case, you're all set, ready to go. First thing you need to do is take your smartphone and go to either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download and install the box command app. Up here, this is just what the symbol looks like in the store, and then once you install it, you're going to be asked to log in. Your login is the email address that you used when you enrolled and whatever password you created. Once you input that in, you're going to click the little arrow up here, and now you'll be enrolled or logged into the app, and you should not need to log in again. You'll automatically be logged in every time. I'm going to show you two areas in here. One is schedule and the other one is book benchmarks. So if you go into schedule, it's going to open up into the CrossFit track. All right, you guys are the G-HiiT track. So you're going to need to click up here at the top, and you're going to see G-HiiT is listed here. If Michelle ever has any bonus classes that are free to you guys, you'll see another entry in here called G-HiiT bonus. But for your regular classes, you can just go into G-HiiT. Once you open that up, the application is automatically going to open up to the closest day where classes begin. It's actually Monday for me right now, so it opened it up. The next day to have classes is tomorrow or Tuesday. And you can see it opened up Tuesday, and we see there's 2 classes for tomorrow. At this point, I can do a couple things. One is I can touch this RSVP button over here. If I do that, the system is actually going to reserve a spot in class for me. Okay, so if I touch it again, it removes my reservation in class, and I can actually take that reservation and I can move it to 9:45 a.m. tomorrow. And once I get that check mark on there, I see that I am reserved for class. I can also touch the time here. If I touch the 9:45, I can go in and I can see, I do have a spot in class and Michelle is coaching. This will actually list all the people who have a spot reserved in class. Once classes reach 10 participants, this little RSVP will disappear over there, indicating that the class is full and it will not take any more reservations for class. If I go up here to 9 a.m. and I click on the 9 a.m., I see that Michelle Weber, we're playing around with this, so she's in there twice, and Meredith Ross are coming to the 9 a.m. class. All right, so that's how you reserve a spot in class. Please make sure that if you cannot come to class, remove your RSVP. One thing is it'll open up a spot for another member if the class is full. The other thing is if you do not come but you have an RSVP, the system will deduct one from your punch card. So if you don't remove your RSVP, you're going to get deducted a punch on your punch card. The next thing is, if you want to reserve a spot for a future class, let's say Thursday, just click on the little clock up here, and you'll see that the schedule for Thursday will come up. And then we got RSVPs next to 9 and 9:45, and you can reserve your spot. The system will let you reserve a spot up to 72 hours, 3 days in advance. Okay, so that's why I can reserve a spot for Tuesday and Thursday at this point. However, if I move forward and I look at Tuesday next week, I see that these are grayed out and I cannot reserve a spot. That's because it's too far, it's past the 3-day window for reserving a spot. Okay, so that's how you reserve a spot, and that's how you go into class. Another thing you can do in here is this little TBA. At 10 p.m. the night before, this TBA will change to whatever the name of the workout is, and you'll be able to go in there and look at some of the movements that Michelle, sorry about that Michelle has planned for you guys. So if you just click on the TBA, right now it's going to be empty. But if you guys look at 10 p.m. the night before, Michelle's movements and things will begin to show up in here, and you can actually see what the workout's going to be like. Now let's go all the way back out of schedule and go to benchmarks. If we go into benchmarks, this is where you can track your challenges. So I know you guys do push-up challenges 1 minute, you do burpee challenges and all kinds of things. This is where you can add those. So I can see in here, I have my push-up challenge. My goal is 35. I've done 32 in a minute. Well, I could change that. Let's say today I actually upped it to 33. change that to 33, save, and now my score goes up to 35. You can also change your goals. Same thing for burpees. I could change that as well. But I did V-sits today. I don't see V-sits in here. Well, you click on the plus up here, and now you can scroll. Oh, you're going to go into here into movements, and you can go all the way down to V-sits or V-ups. And you say my goal is to do 40 of those in a minute, and today I did 25. And then you click save, and now your V-sits or your V-ups are saved in your benchmarks. If there's something here you want to get rid of, for instance, I could go in here and I could say, I don't do back squats. Why is that in here? You could click on back squats and just hit the trash can, and then it'll delete it out of here. So that's how you record your movements and your goals. That's it. Hope to see you at the box, and welcome to G-HiiT at CrossFit Gamma.